This week, we're going to work with views and functions. I think you will find it a little easier than the subqueries, even though we're covering 2 chapters. Most people find working with functions, especially the basic functions, to be pretty easy. And students also enjoy creating views. So when we cover functions, we're really talking about built-in functions. These are functions that are part of the SQL language. And basically, you need to know the name of the function, you need to know the parameter, which is the data that you're sending it, and you need to know what the function returns. And so I've kind of split them into the different categories of functions. And I highly recommend that you practice entering these because it'll help you remember them better. So here's a link to basically a live interactive site. And for the ones that aren't live and interactive, you can actually copy this, paste it right here in SSMS, and execute it, and you can see what it does. Okay? And you can even make modifications to it and run it again and see how that affects, in this case, the length. So you're going to read through all of this, and you'll notice there's string functions, there's numeric functions, there's date functions. Okay, it should give you a pretty good feel for what's available in SQL. And then you get into this category of other functions. Now, these are a little more difficult because it's more like programming. So I highly recommend that you go and do the interactive exercises because it will help you understand what the functions are doing. Once you finish reading through this, then you are going to complete the textbook assignment. In order to complete the textbook assignment, you are going to need to run the wages script. And then when you come in here, again, textbook assignments are very directive. They're designed to teach you skills. And so there are videos for every single task. Okay, and you're basically just going to walk through this and complete it. And it's going to teach you how to use all the different functions, including the ones that are more programming-like. And once you complete the textbook assignment, you're going to move on to the lab assignment. A couple of the programming-like functions students have trouble with, so I did create some videos that explain them to you. So it may be helpful for you to watch those and then move on to your lab assignment. The lab assignment is very free format. There are really no videos with this because you are going to be picking the functions that you use. And after you complete the textbook assignment, you should have a pretty good idea of what those functions do. So hopefully you'll have fun with this. And you're going to create a couple of string functions. You're going to use the rand function. You'll create one additional query that uses a numeric function. You'll use a couple of the date time functions. Okay? And you are coming up with these on your own. And once you finish with the assignments, you'll upload them to the various drop boxes and move on to chapter 13, which is working with views. This is a pretty short chapter. Students do not have problems at all working with views. They find it pretty easy because basically the concept is you are storing a select statement as a database object so that you can execute it over and over again. Database administrators will create views to control what different users see in a database. For you to practice what you learn, we have the textbook assignment. And again, we've got videos and it's more directive. And then for you to apply what you have learned, you will go into the final project lab assignment. And so you will be creating 4 views using your own final project. One of those views needs to be able to update a table. So you'll have 4 views, make sure one of them is updatable. If you are looking for ideas, you can take a look at the script I created. And views are database objects that kind of have to be run on their own. It's called in their own batch. We're going to learn about batching, I believe, next week. So what you need to know for this week is that before you enter your view code and after your view code, all you need to do is insert the word go. Okay, so here's one command, ends with a semicolon. You can see I put the word go before and after. Okay, and so I just kind of did that between each of the commands, and it's really only required before and after your view command. So that is pretty much what we have going on for this week. And you will notice that I do have all of my office hours now online. There are plenty of times for you guys to come in, ask questions, get help if you need it. If the office hours do not work for you, I am happy to meet with you on your schedule. All you have to do is communicate with me. So I hope you guys have a great week, and I hope you have fun creating the functions and the views.